For possibly clipping us into this afternoon. But again, with high pressure sitting just to the north of that system, it should do a lot to suppress that and keep most of us dry throughout our Saturday. Rolling over into tomorrow, we're not expecting to see any precipitation, but again, we will have our temperatures dropping into tomorrow. We're expecting to leave behind the upper 50s and 60s. Monday will stay dry, high pressure still in place, temperatures continuing to tumble down. So then when Tuesday arrives, that same system that we're tracking out to the west of us should bring the chance not just for some rain showers, but also wintry mix across a lot of the region. We'll be talking about accumulation as we get through the rest of today, moving through this morning and our evening hours. But wanting to show you here on time, the middle of next week arrives just in time for Valentine's Day and back to some upper 40s by Thursday. Back to you.
Thank you, Star.
All right, so it's one of the signature foods of New York City. We're talking about the bagel.
You got that right? Saturday morning for February, I'm John Muller.
And I'm Kirsten Cole. We want to bring in our meteorologist, Star Harvey. I know you said the clouds are moving in. Is it okay if I just keep the sunshine in my heart? The blue skies that I saw this week in February just like lifted my spirits.
Yes, me too. A little bit of sunshine really does go a long way, okay? And we may see some of us get a peek of it throughout today, but for the majority of us, we will be under a blanket of clouds. But those are their averages. In fact, our high for today is going to be closer to our record temperatures. We're usually at the 41-degree mark for our highs today. We are already 9 degrees above that. Dew points indicating that it is very dry outside, although some of us do have the chance of seeing a stray shower moving through our afternoon hours. Winds pretty calm, kicking up from the southwest. So, of course, our top weather story being the fact that we are going to see an above average temperatures for today, but also rolling through portions of tomorrow as well. We do have a little bit of sunshine out there. We've seen it out there in the PIX Plaza, and yeah, a lot of us to the north and east of the city getting a nice dose of sunshine as well, but clouds do filter in. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s this morning. A very calm wind moving at about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Active on satellite and radar. I want to again remind you, lots of cloud cover today. It's not going to stop us from them. But for now, John and Kirsten, back to you.
Thank you, Star.
It's feeling a lot more like a spring morning here across the tri-state, and even with that 50-degree mark in place and lots of 40s here, we're not stopping at our temperatures with these numbers. We'll continue to climb getting into our afternoon. You'll see we're at 50 in the city, but as we take a look out to areas north, south, east, as well as west, we are having lots of 40s on the map, a few 30s scattered across portions of Jersey, and we'll have some of those cooler temperatures even moving into our afternoon across the island. 24 hours ago, temperatures slightly cooler. We're seeing a good, I'd say, 1 to 4 degree difference. But as we take a look at this 24-hour temperature change moving later into our afternoon, those numbers will have climbed. Currently, winds moving primarily from the southwest there, bringing in a lot of that warmer air with winds moving anywhere from about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Lots of clouds in place today. That's going to be the trend getting through our afternoon. A coastal flood advisory is in place for all of those Jersey counties there, but also some of our south-facing shore because of the new moon. Of course, I'll have more details on that coming up and your temperatures moving into our Lunar New Year. Back to you.
Thank you.
We'll take it. Usually in February, I got gloves in every pocket. I've got the hats, squirreled away everywhere, but not this year. It's been incredible, Star.
It has. Yeah, and don't put them away quite yet, because we are getting some gorgeous temperatures for today. Skies, a little bit dicey, but we do have some wintry precip arriving. However, most of us do remain dry. We are at above average for our temperatures for today. Lots of clouds in place, not just for today, but moving across the span of our weekend. Tomorrow, temperatures will drop, but still above where they are typically at for this time of the year. I said hold on to all of the winter-like gear because, yes, we'll need it as we roll over into late Monday and portions of early Tuesday. We're talking rain, but also the chance for some wintry precip. As we get through the middle of next week, temperatures will be on a little bit of a roller coaster right there. As far as our temperatures for today, not much in terms of roller coaster. We'll see all of us across the boroughs sitting in our upper 50s, low 60s, maybe a peak of sunshine across some of the area, but even across portions of Jersey, you're expecting to be well above your averages, about 20 degrees or so. Taking you up north. north because this may be one of the areas, Hudson Valley, where we see a little bit more sun, similar to what we're expecting to see here across the city, but also across our island as well. The further east you go there towards the Twin Forks area, we may see our temperatures slightly cooler. Still, we're talking low to mid 50s across some of the area. Danbury at 61, Bridgeport 56 for today. Here's an active look at satellite and radar. Plenty of clouds moving in across the area. That'll be the case not just for our early parts of the day, but moving through our afternoon as well. I did mention a chance for a stray shower or two for some of us moving into our afternoon hours. Here's a look at why. We do have a system sitting out to the west of us, but again, high pressure sitting to the north of it should do its best to suppress all of that moisture to the south of us. But again, may see a chance of that moving into, again, the second half of our day. Clouds are not going anywhere from early this morning through our lunchtime, evening, afternoon, all of that. They'll still be here. We also have a coastal watch and warning in place. In fact, it's a flood advisory. And again, this is due to high tide. It will expire this afternoon, where we could see anywhere from a half a foot to a foot of inundation. It's going to be mostly along those Jersey facing shore there, but also across portions of the southern portions of Long Island. We'll see 45 degrees tonight for our lows, rolling over into tomorrow with dry conditions. Wintry precip headed in Monday and Tuesday. Of course, I'll be talking about accumulation through the rest of our morning and evening, but moving through the rest of next week, things should dry back out. Back to you.
Thank you, Star. All right, Lunar New Year, the year of the dragon, being celebrated across the area today.
That's right, the Flushing community.
Across the tri-state. Now, typically our highs for today at 41 degrees. You'll see that right here. We are already in the 50s for your Saturday, and we're not stopping there. We're forecasting a high of 58 degrees today, and you can see that puts us very close to our record temperatures of 61 degrees back in 1990. Our sun's setting there at 5:24. Probably won't see much in terms of that because of all of our cloud cover lingering around the area, not just for this morning, but moving into our afternoon as well. Even with that afternoon cloud cover, temperatures are expecting to be about 20 degrees above where they are typically at during this time of the year for a lot of the area. That places us in the 50s to a few 60s scattered across portions of Jersey here across the suburbs. Wouldn't be surprised if we see several of them as we check back in tonight for those highs. Our lows tonight, with our clouds remaining in place, we still will be above the freezing mark, which is a nice switch up from where we've been a lot of this season. We'll see our temps expected to be in the 30s as well as the 40s. Clouds not letting up today. In fact, they're not letting up for majority of our weekend. But again, I'm wanting to bring you up here to our synoptics, where we do have two systems in place. Low pressure sitting out to the west, joined by a high pressure sitting off just a little bit north of the area. Now, what's happening here is this low pressure carrying lots of moisture with it, but that high pressure system really doing its best to suppress all of that energy down to the south. As it continues to move out from the west to the east here, we're going to see that it does have the potential to clip our area, possibly bringing us a shower or two moving into our afternoon hours. But again, with that high pressure in place, really pushing that energy point south, we should remain mostly dry across most of the area, not just for today. That'll be the case moving through tomorrow as well. We should remain precipitation free, but the clouds will still be in place. High pressure still doing its thing through Monday. It's when we get to Tuesday that we are tracking a low pressure system, bringing not just the chance for some rain, but also there is a freeze line there that does potentially move a little bit across portions of not just the city, the island, portions of Jersey, definitely across areas north and west of the city. Accumulation-wise, we're talking anywhere from a trace locally to, I'm forecasting, about 2 inches. Of course, those are preliminary numbers according to our models, and I will definitely be back this evening to check in back with those numbers. But again, free of precipitation this weekend. Moving into Monday and Tuesday, that's going to switch up, a chance for showers and mixed precip moving into Tuesday. But then Valentine's Day arrives, and hello, things are clearing out there. We're expecting to see sunshine return, but temperatures dropping on down back into the 30s. So perfect time to get out there and cuddle up. Moving into Thursday and Friday, we dry back out with beautiful and bright conditions and temperatures right back in the 40s. Back to you.
Thank you for the turn to the 30s and a cuddle alert for Wednesday, Valentine's Day, Star. So it's one of the signature foods of New York City. We are talking about the bagel.
Yes, we are. Coming up, Mr. G showing us the art behind the New York City bagel and the secret to what makes ours the best in the world.
The CW's